What's up, YouTube? We are back finally with our Stranger Things review for Season 4, Volume 2, or the entire season in its entirety. We did it actually this time, not right after the reaction and stuff, so now you had some time to sit. What was your thoughts, like the whole volume of the season?
I definitely have some criticisms, but overall I think it was probably Stranger Things' best season yet. I'm not sure what you guys
best
think.
season.
Mm-hmm. I think it was very fluid from start to finish, and I think, like, obviously the extreme length was probably equivalent to 2 seasons, I think, in one.
Pretty much.
If you're I'm just
Could
roughly.
be, yeah, I would say.
I think
about
like
a season and a half, probably.
Yeah, probably. And I think they did like some of the gripes I do have is like kind of like they keep the same formula in certain aspects of it. Like say with like the deaths, right? Like the same like picking Eddie, of course. And just doing the same thing with Bob and everything. And then you just kind of see even characters. Well. Yeah, but then you see like even other gripes I did see too. You even see things like Mike. Mike seems fucking useless. Like, he seems like he's just Al's boyfriend.
Mike changed a lot.
And I think my biggest gripe with Mike is it's almost like... I think the biggest thing about the season for me, the biggest problem, besides like the regurgitating formula, which I think Stranger Things is almost like known for, right? Like, you if you're watching Stranger Things, like you kind of have to accept the fact that it's like kind of just the same formula for the most part, not necessarily like exactly like the same, but like they always end up killing off the side character or like something like life is normal and then boom, something ends up happening. They have conflict with like people and stuff, and also the monsters. But besides that, I think my biggest gripe this season is that it's almost like they forgot that Will and like Mike's relationship was like a thing. So it's almost like there's like side characters now. They kind of started the show. Like think about this, like in every other season, like season 1 and 2 especially, as soon as like Will would even like something he would like, if Will even showcase he was distressed or something, like think about season 2 is interesting. Like when Will is like even if he would like fall down, boom, like Mike would be there to like help him, like immediately. This season, like there's literally like a scene where like Will's crying and stuff, and like Mike doesn't say anything to him.
Like there's no way Mike did not hear him crying right beside him.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything.
It's a complete change,
It's definitely stuff like that. It's almost like it's. I still think it is the best season. But if I'm airing out my criticisms, like I think these are just like the major things.
And I didn't want to point out too. Like I kind of like while I was watching back while editing the reaction, I kind of like noticed that like I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like Will is like. I feel like like when he was talking about Al and like to Mike and all that, like I felt like he was kind of has a crush on fucking Mike for some reason. I heard somebody said that too. Yeah, I was like,
people think he does. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like because he's kind of obvious, kind of. Like,
I see it, but I don't see it that much. Like, a lot of people think like, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't know. I'm still like in between. I don't know for sure if he does or not.
I know that might be one of those things that they
hint at it a little bit, but maybe in season 5 they'll say some more about it. But we'll see.
I definitely like if I have some wishes for season 5 though, I want more. Like I know it's hard. I'm not a writer. Yeah. Like I don't write scripts, but I just wish that they could find a way to, like they have so much. If they are gonna do episodes as long as season 4 was, I just hope that they have time to showcase more of like Will, Mike, and like those kind of guys. Like even Jonathan, like kind of
Jonathan. Oh my god.
Like even Lucas, we didn't get a lot of.
Yeah, and Lucas is like one like.
They're the main guys.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really get a lot of them anymore.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, like, I definitely enjoyed the season so much, but I'm just looking back on it, just focusing on the criticisms mainly. Like, those are, like,
I hope the next season, like, the boys, they're all, like, together.
Yeah, because, like, I think, like, ever since, like, season 2, like, after the end of season 2, it's, like, we haven't really gotten that. Right?
No.
It's, like...
Because they spread apart.
Yeah.
You know? Will, Mike... They were over there.
So it's almost like and
Lucas was hanging out with those other guys.
Yeah, it's almost like they're not even like a thing anymore. Like I don't want to say that, but it's. I mean, also important to remember that the show takes place over like only like a week or whatever, right? Like it's not like a long time.
Yeah.
So I can't even say
it's relatively quick. Yeah.
Just character wise, Eddie was a really really good character.
God.
Like such a good character.
So sad.
Even though like we technically like we didn't. Like, I think he's the side character we've seen the most of, because, like, the run time of the show and also, like, it's focused on. But, not only that, just, like, good acting, like, just good character traits, like, really, really compelling character. Because at first, like, I think people were conflicted, right? They're like, what the fuck, like, what is this, right? Even us, right? Like, we were like, I wasn't too much, but you guys were like, oh, like, what the fuck is this, right? And you guys actually thought he was, like, killing people and stuff, right? So it's like, whatever.
Yeah, I was worried about him in the beginning. Even if he didn't, like... die. Imagine he went back. People still think of him as that the murderer. Like, it's so sad.
Yeah, that's why somebody mentioned that in the comments. I remember.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean
back to
that was oh yeah, the scene with his uncle was so sad.
Honestly,
that was one of the most sad
scenes.
One of the
saddest
saddest
stop
scenes.
thinking about that scene. It was
And
so
it's
sad.
funny because funny not really, but like as in like they literally show people like crossing out his thing and like talking shit about him, and it's like fuck man, like he literally like died to protect.
I know,
it's almost like it's literally like the unsung hero. Right?
Yeah,
like it's like that.
Fuck that Jason guy for real though. Like,
and another I want to bring up like another compelling villain.
Yeah.
Well, not really a villain,
if
just
he
like
didn't step on the Cassette River.
Yeah.
Like Max wouldn't be this coma now.
Yeah.
She literally died. Like
she did
that
die.
was
Yeah,
so,
she did die.
She
Yeah.
died.
well, like her soul isn't with her. Right
like
now, right?
I don't know. Like I feel really bad. Like I feel like how is she gonna come back? She's in a coma.
I don't know.
They said that she might not come back.
No, they'll find a way because like she would have been dead. Like
if they wanted,
they would have been like done. Yeah, it would have been done.
But
they would have just killed her off.
Also, like the scene with Max and when she says like, "Oh, like I don't want to die," I was like,
that broke me.
I know.
It's literally like that's literally like a like
yeah.
Avengers like
Lucas,
Infinity War. It's like Infinity War.
Lucas
and,
when he was crying
Spider-Man.
for Erica.
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh,
like, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucas, Caleb McLaughlin did a really good job
He
too
did.
as well.
His emotions.
But I do think it is worth saying. I think though, like if I had to think of like a star of the season, I think it was probably Max. Probably like saved the
Max
for
was
sure.
the star of the season.
Yeah, probably.
She was.
Yeah, I know because I think like
I loved her
like
so
you
much.
could say Eddie, but Eddie didn't get as much screen time. Obviously,
Yeah.
she's like one of the main characters, right?
Yeah.
Max was just.
He was my favorite, like new kind of like character.
No, but not only that with Max, like she also had like the symbolism and like of the character kind of showing like through like
because she was depressed.
Because like suicidal potentially,
Yeah.
right? Like because of like the depression.
It's like it tackles like real subjects, but like kind of in a different way, right?
Yeah, so I think that's significant. I think it's and they handled it really well and just she did a really good job. I thought didn't think going into that last episode she was gonna die at all because I thought she already kind of went through it already.
Our predictions were either Steve. Well, for me it was either Steve, Robin, or Eddie. That was like my biggest like.
Steve lives another day. Yo. Steve lives another day.
That's so happy about that, but like, I don't know. I kind of wish that. I mean, I didn't want them to kill Max. So I'm happy for that, but
yeah.
I don't know, man.
You would have rather just like end it there,
like it's like
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like okay, I'm just like
it was like half cooked with it, like it was a really really good scene, like just the acting between them, like between Max and Lucas and all that, and it was like really really well done.
I think you're trying to say like it would have made sense if she
died.
It
would have been more significant if she died, right?
Yeah.
I think it would have maybe drove the group.
I don't want her to die, but yeah, you're right.
No, because I think after she was saying I don't want to die, and then she just dies, like I think it would have been just like a very even more powerful than it was.
It was basically like a Hopper moment. That's
yeah.
Like I don't want to say it. It's a less worse than that. Like sorry, it is more worse. It's worse than that because she's actually like she's not like when Elle even tries to like go into her mind, like she's not there.
Yeah, no.
So it hints that like she's actually probably with Vecna.
Yeah,
she can't do anything.
And even then though, even actually since you mentioned Hopper, it's another thing. And I know I said like when the season started, I think like I think it was really nice seeing Hopper. It really was really good moments and stuff. But I do think like you couldn't get a better farewell than the hero's death in season 3.
Yeah.
So, but like I'm still kind of like on the fence about it. But we have him
like,
back. I do love David Harbour. I love him. He's my favorite character.
He's my
favorite character. Yeah. I'm just saying though, like that death was so powerful, which he never died obviously. But
and it was funny because
it would have made sense for them to die like that. But like I want them to be there. But like
I think maybe it just would have been a shame not to have that talent in the cast. But but then again, you get rid of Eddie and Billy, and like these guys are like they're like talented.
They had their hero
actors and actresses. Yeah. So
the thing was like Billy though, like the thing I don't get though is like he was basically like a Jason character, but he had like a redeeming moment. That's when he was still a bad person, like his character, not the actor.
Yeah,
and he was still a bad person by the end. People forget that.
But like I don't even know like if Jason was like that bad. I think he's just so delusional, so egocentric. Like like I have to like so like, it's almost like toxic. Like it's like he's like he just wants to be the man in the room. Like try to like get.
It's the same thing as Billy.
Like
Billy
he lost his girlfriend, like so he
Billy
started to lose his mind. Right?
Yeah, Billy was pretty much the same. Like before.
But the thing is, like Billy was just more just like. Pure douchebag, like that's he's just like being a douchebag.
Billy didn't even try to get involved. No, but he got involved like because of the mind.
No, but here's the thing even with Billy though. Billy like was a product of his parents, right?
Yeah.
Like, or like his like growing up. So like you felt bad for him and stuff, and then he did redeem himself in the end by like saving his sister and her friends.
They didn't even really talk about Jason's backstory or like his family.
Nah, he was pretty useless in terms of that.
But he made a very compelling like. he was like the punchable face of the season.
Oh, for sure. You always need one of those.
In the beginning, I was like,
Guys, and actually, now that I remember, because I think of that Jason is interrupting guy, you know what makes no sense to me now that I think about it is that you remember with the Sullivans guys from the military?
Yes.
Dude, they're just like, oh, they drew off the thing, and they just never like, they're like, oh, the pizza got too fast. But what the hell was that? I thought they were gonna like actually like step in Hawkins and be like, hey, like it'd be like a problem. So
I know.
Yeah,
they never that actually makes no sense.
Murray,
like,
Enzo, like where did they go?
Yeah, so we don't know what happened to Owens, Murray, Enzo, who else?
I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping. Okay, like just they better solve that and clean that up in the beginning.
Yeah, like I think another thing is there's a very small complaint. So that the ending was almost rushed. Like
it seemed a little.
Well,
but how do you rush that though?
They get back. They get back, and it's like 2 days later, boom.
No, did you notice that cut before 2 days later though? Yeah, she's already like in Max's like mind, and then cut 2 days later, and then they cut to that again. It's like afterwards.
Oh,
like, it's kind of like I don't know. It looked a little sloppy to me.
It was a little sloppy for the ending, but overall, like still my favorite season.
Yeah, no.
Obviously, some things could have been different, but
the visuals and CGI this season were like, top notch. I don't think like any other season comes close.
Amazing.
And honestly, so many like as big Star Wars fans as me and you, so many references like throughout the entire thing. You can see them like point them out and stuff. You can tell like the Duffer Brothers really like that, but I just like, but then again, you can make that criticism of Star Wars too. You remember there's always like, there's almost like a Jedi figure and a Padawan. Like, isn't there always that kind of thing? Yes. And then they both have their own things that they hug onto too much. But you know what? I think overall though, the show's always very entertaining. It's always very like dramatic. But you know what it is? It's the characters that make the show. That's what makes the show, not the story. Yeah. We're going on a while, so we just want to like wrap it up here, guys. Let me know your favorite moment. What would you rate the volume and if it's your favorite season, like you already said that, but yeah.
Oh, for me, right off the bat, Murray's one of my favorite characters. So the part with him with the flamethrower was fucking hilarious.
That was amazing, yeah.
And it was like really awesome because like, you know, usually we never see like these Demogorgons or anything get killed by people. Yeah. So it was just really, really funny just seeing them get absolutely destroyed, and then like, Hopper just like with the sword and just like beating the fucking thing. Like that was really nice. I enjoyed it a lot. That was just a cool, like it was just a really, really good action scene, and it was just like just. I don't know, fan service, I guess. Yeah. Like, it was just nice. Mm-hmm. And in terms of the season, I would just say, like, probably just the best season. I would probably give it, like, a 9.7 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
It was really good.
For me, my favorite moment, it's between two scenes. It's between, actually, like, the most, like, the farthest from this point in time, which is the famous, obviously, Max running away from Vecna. Yeah. I think that one was just so powerful.
It's a classic.
Which I really like that one. But I think what topped it for me actually was the Eddie Metallica guitar solo.
That was iconic.
Like I think that's gonna go down in history. I think like as just one of those like really, really good moments in TV. I think like just it just looked like dope as fuck. Like just amazing. And then I probably. Like pretty much the whole season, I'd probably rate that 9.5 out of 10. The only reason why it's not 10 out of 10 is just because I think just some of those plot holes too much to give it a perfect rating. But in terms of my mind, though, like I did love it. It was my favorite season.
Yes.
So
yeah. I can't think of like besides Max, like her whole like scene we were just talking about. That was obviously my favorite moment. But another thing that stuck out to me was like at the end of the finale, them all together.
Yeah.
And them seeing like
Hawkins like just fucked up.
That when they were all standing there together, like that
like,
was
it might as well not be Hawkins.
But I know you said it because I edited the reaction last night. That is something pulled straight out of Marvel Avengers or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Like straight up like the team up or something.
That was like whoa.
Yeah. Like could be a crazy battle.
Yeah.
Similar vibes, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just can't wait for that. I think like we were thinking going to the future, like how the hell is that gonna like go into season 5, and it's like. Now there can't be a time jump. They said there would be, but there can't. So they like how? How they literally just ended off like that.
No, they won't.
Hawkins is literally burning, destroyed. Like
so, I don't know.
Everything's turning.
No, I feel like it will go like the season will start right when the finale. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, this is my favorite season by far, and I'll give it a 9.8.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just think the biggest thing, like biggest takeaway, is that. Well, we do mention, like, at least I mentioned that, like, it's very, like, repeatable, like, not repeatable as in, like, the story is very predictable. You can kind of predict who's gonna say what's gonna happen, that kind of, like, the kids are, like, think about it this way, though, right? The kids always figure, like, instantly know, okay, we need to do this. Like, there's never, like, any kind of, like, fuck up, right? So... But like the thing is, like if you watch Stranger Things, you already know that. So like I feel like that's not like a major downside for me. That's just like some of the things that I'm just definitely airing out while I'm like.
But I know another Star Wars reference. In the prequels, you remember like they used to criticize all the time about this and that, the writing, this and that. Yeah. I just look at it. George Lucas says made for the kids. This is the core story. This is what's gonna happen, and just just enjoy it for what it is. I think that's the best way to look at it. And like I said, we did say negatives, but I think overall the positive knocks it way out of the park. So I think
100%. That's the biggest thing, right? So I do have criticisms, but in the end, like it's overall like a positive experience.
Overall, it's a very fluid story too, right?
Very fluid. It's just great. I think it's like the best piece of work yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I did like the step up they did. Multiple, even like the horror aspect, just they killed it.
That was kind of crazy though. The horror stuff, like I have people like friends that have watched it. They had to stop, like almost like had to stop. They were like, it's fucking scary, man. Like some of the scenes,
very very gruesome. But
Stranger Things is one of the shows that I can watch over and over, and like it's so interesting. Like your eyes are hooked to the screen the whole time. That's one of those shows, like one of my only shows that I've watched that make me feel that way. Yeah, I think for sure.
I definitely agree with you. But before we ramble on forever, let me know down below, or all of us down below, what you thought of the series, Stranger Things Season 4. What did you think of the volume? Did you identify any of those other like kind of criticisms? What did you like the most of it? What was your favorite moment? And what would you rate it out of 10? And if you guys enjoyed it and stuff, you're ready for Season 5, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell down below as well. I'll definitely like to cover Season 5 whenever it comes out. I don't know, maybe late next year at the earliest.
Hopefully. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to be doing when Season 5 comes out, but hopefully I'll continue to do this.
COVID obviously ruins like Season 4.
Yeah, but to be honest, like it should be a little bit faster this summer around, probably because like the less COVID
I feel like
and
max like 2 years.
It's not going to be too long.
For this one, not just because like COVID's kind of
I also want them, since it's
down,
going to be if it's going to be the last season, though, I want them to take their time.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want Game of Thrones.
Yeah, honestly, they can take their time. I'll rewatch these 4 seasons over and over.
Guys. If the Season 5 ended like Game of Thrones would, it would be like everyone dies, but like this random dude is like now like.
I have no idea how they'll end the show. Like no idea.
Well, let's just say I hope it's gonna be good enough where it's not gonna be a fuck.
Just has to wrap it up. That's all. Just wrap it up nice. Wrap it up.
They have a good foundation, so
100%. But anyways, guys, you know how we pretty much wrapped it up as. Fantastic series. Had its issues, but enjoyable for the fans. So that's all that matters. So, but anyways, guys, appreciate y'all for tuning through to the review. Thank you for tuning into all the Stranger Things content I made. Took a lot of hours of my time to do it, but glad some people enjoyed it. So, but anyways, guys, take it easy. Peace out.